And on this Christmas Eve, no better time for a story of redemption. A woman, once in the Fox 4 Problem Solvers Hall of Shame, has remade her life. So much so, she's helping others. Fox 4 Problem Solver Linda Wager talked to her about her long and troubled journey that landed her in the Hall of Shame, and the moment she decided enough was enough.
Okay, so that ticket that came through is just 2 eggs.
This is where you'll find Stephanie Blako, 6 days a week, serving, cooking, and running this restaurant on Southwest Boulevard in Kansas City. Regulars who come for the home-style cooking have grown fond of the woman serving it.
She's very caring. Like I say, we just hit it off. I mean, you don't do that with everybody.
This is definitely not the Stephanie Blako Fox 4 Problem Solvers first met 8 years ago. That Stephanie was wanted in multiple states for fraud and forgery and stealing from people who paid her for a rental home that they later discovered didn't exist. She was so bad, she earned a spot in the Fox 4 Problem Solvers Hall of Shame.
I was addicted to meth very bad. I was running from the law, running from parole, running from probation.
Police finally caught up with Stephanie, and she spent the next 7 years in prison. By the time she was eligible for release in Missouri, nothing had really changed, she said. She knew she'd probably go back to using again, but she didn't get the chance. Instead, she was transferred to Kansas to serve out another sentence. 3 weeks alone in a Kansas jail cell was when her life changed.
When I got to the cell, I was all by myself. No book, no Bible, nothing but my thoughts. And I said, I'm done. I can't do this no more. I'm not ever coming back. I found Stephanie. I love Stephanie today. I've never been able to say that.
Are you guys okay?
Even the people she'd lied to and hurt the most through the decades, like her father, believed her when she said she'd changed. He said he didn't need to take her word for it because he saw it in her eyes. She got a job cooking at the Mixing Bowl, and when the owners decided to sell, her dad bought her the restaurant.
I strive every day to make this place the best.
As anyone who has ever worked in a restaurant knows, that means long hours and hard work.
As soon as I lay my head down at night, I'm asleep.
On Thanksgiving, she and her family and friends boxed up 75 dinners and handed them out to the homeless. And when this employee had to take a month off for chemo treatments, she made sure he didn't miss a paycheck.
She's great. She's great. I had cancer with my bladder, and they were with me all the way.
Few understand hard times better than someone who has already lived a lifetime's worth. She pays restitution to her victims every month and has to pass a weekly drug test until she's off probation in 2027. She says every day is a new challenge, something she rarely faced in prison.
It's easy in there, you know. Out here it's hard.
She's determined to prove her doubters wrong, including some members of her own family, waiting for her to relapse.
And I can't blame them because I've been that way her whole life. I've been in and out of their lives, back and forth to prison, you know.
Many stopped believing her every time she promised that she'd changed, so she made no promises this time. She's showing them instead. Linda Wager, Fox 4 Problem Solvers.